Hello, this is Blake. I'm a comics collector, art collector, artist, and movie fan, and I do reviews. Okay, as I said in my review for Batman 92, I immediately became a fan of Willem March, the artist. I think the comic was really well done, and I picked up the next one. I actually also picked up some of the previous issues. Yeah, I'm back for more. Batman number 93. I didn't like the cover as much as the last issue. It had the chessboard, but whoever did the cover from the last issue, I liked it more than I liked this one. Francesco Mattina. I could be wrong with that. It gets right into where the last one left off with the designer. He sits around and lets Batman explain his plans, which I'm fine with, because there's a lot going on in this comic. There's a lot of it's exposition, but they're illustrating it pretty well. I guess this is the Scooby-Doo moment where they're revealing the plans of the bad guy. Then before they go too far with it, Batman breaks out a sword, and he and the designer, I guess, go at it mano-y-mano. Man, there is, just like the last issue, there's some pretty cool full-page shots. I did notice, though, that there is another artist and another colorist that probably helped out because of deadline. I can only guess. The art changed enough that I immediately noticed it, and it was okay for the flashback scenes, but then there's a few pages with Catwoman and Punchline at the end and kind of in the middle too, and the joke, and there's a page or two of the Joker at the end where the art is distractingly different and the colorist colors everything different, but that's fine. I mean, that artist Javier Fernandez and the colorist David Barron would do a pretty good job, and if they had done the entire book, I wouldn't have any complaints. It's just the fact that Willem March and Homo Mori, colorist, did just a great job last month and this month. It's kind of almost a little bit of a shame that they didn't do the entire book, but again, I know all about deadlines, so there are a few pages of Batman in action, and there's also a mano-y-mano between the Joker's former girlfriend and his current girlfriend, Harley Quinn, and Punchline, and I have to say that I like the way March draws them. I mean, you have a great artist on a book, it doesn't matter if you don't like the characters or not. If they draw them well, then you'll probably like the characters more, which I do here. I really don't give a rip about either character, really. And then when a certain thing happens to one of the characters, and actually a couple of the women characters in this book, you kind of go, ooh, because of who the characters are. It's not going to, comic characters don't die, especially as long-time established comic characters are not going to die, and especially those that are making DC Comics lots and lots of money, or Warner Brothers lots and lots of money. I guess I don't know how Punchline can dodge bullets, because in her fight with Harley Quinn, she brings a gun to a knife fight, and I don't understand how the person with the knife can get the advantage of you when you have a gun. I think I would have rewritten that part. Really great art from March, and as I said last month, he really can draw women, but that's because he can draw everything pretty well. He actually draws the women better, I think, than male characters with like Batman and the designer fighting. Draws pretty good Joker. I like his Joker a lot more than a lot of the other artists who draw the Joker with kind of a pointy nose. Anyway, there is a reveal of who the designer is. Again, I'll have to admit, I'm a little confused as when they show the face and who the person is, the designer, excuse me. I was a little like, wait a minute, what is underneath this mask here? I don't understand what it is underneath the mask. And then Deathstroke makes another appearance and does kind of a cool thing. I don't think Batman thinks it's very cool, but it's another fun book. It's another reason to buy Batman comics again. And I have to say James Tynion IV does a pretty good job. I probably like this a little more than I liked the last issue as far as the story goes, even though I liked the last issue, but it does bear a lot of similarities to Christopher Nolan films and some of his themes and what the characters have done in those movies. But I like this one, and I would highly recommend it. This is a reason to go out and buy Batman book. The creative team is worth buying the book for. And I guess that's it. Hope I didn't bore anyone, and I hope you'll come back for the next one, just like I'm going to be coming back for Batman 94. And thanks. Bye. Wow, I thought for a minute I wasn't even recording. I did the whole thing and didn't record any of it, but I was wrong.